week about how our prices are still appreciating in the Middle Tennessee market, even though interest rates are high. So don't believe all the hype. Don't believe the hype. All right, so a couple things we're going to talk about today. I got a news story you can't believe. It's out of Florida. Figured we hadn't done a Florida man story in a while, but this one doesn't have anything to do with the Florida man. We got the topic of the week from my Facebook post. If you could go back in time, any time in history, and speak to a historical figure, who would that historical figure be? I think I could pick any of the founding fathers that were in the room when the Constitution was discussed and debated. I think that would be a great group of individuals to speak to listen to their genius about how they set this country up. So that's who I'm going with. I'll just pick any of the constitutional fathers that were in the room when the Constitution was being written. So that's my choice. Who were yours? Who is your historical figure that you would like to go back in time and speak to? Man, I try to go to the movies a lot. My wife and I, we go quite often, and we've noticed we got 4 small boys, or 3 small boys, 1 big boy. We've noticed how in our kids' lives how many superhero movies there have been, and how the last superhero movie we got, before it was even out, everybody was just talking about how terrible it was, how bad it was. It hadn't even been seen by anybody. And then we go and watch it, and we're like, why is this so bad? It wasn't. It was a great movie. The Flash is the one I'm speaking of. And I was going for one reason and one reason only. Michael Keaton was playing Batman, and that's the Batman from when I was a child. So I was like, I want to see if Batman is still Batman. And he made the movie. Without him, the movie probably is terrible. But with him, it was good. But my thing, I've got 2 movies back to back I've seen, Flash and Indiana Jones, both. Everybody talking about how bad they were before they were even out. And then once you go see them, they're not bad. They were good movies. So what is the deal with these movies now? Do people just want to dislike stuff before it even hits the air? I mean, how do you know if Indiana Jones is bad before it hits the air? How do you know The Flash is bad before it even hits the air? And don't say, well, I read some Hollywood review. That Hollywood review said it was going to be terrible. How many great movies get great reviews by the Hollywood review people, and then normal people see them and they're like, these movies are terrible? I mean, you can name a lot of them that won major awards, Oscars or whatever movies awards movies win. And then you watch these movies and you're going, man, that is atrocious. Oh, excuse me. So you could say the same thing on the opposite side. There are a lot of really funny, great Adam Sandler comedy movies. Every single one of them is critically destroyed. But guess what? Every normal person likes them. So you can't say that Indiana Jones or The Flash or anything else is terrible before it hits, because even if you read the critical reviews, most likely those people don't know what they're talking about. I don't know who gave them the right to pick out what movies were good, because most of them they pick are terrible. So what makes you decide if a movie's good or bad without you seeing it? I've got some theories to why I think Indiana Jones was like that, and they could get political on both sides, and a reason why both sides didn't go see it. So that's it. I'm not going to make this political, and I'm not going to go into it, but read between the lines. Same thing with The Flash. I can't figure it out at all. What is against it? So there's several questions about movies. What do you think about these movies? How do you decide hey, that's the movie I want to go see? I know there's a couple I want to go see coming up. Oppenheimer's one. I want to go see the new Haunted Mansion movie that Disney's got coming out. So there are several movies that are already on my list of movies that I'm going to go see here shortly. There was another movie coming out this month that I was going to go see, and I forgot what it was. But there are several movies I want to go see here coming up, and it's like I watch the preview and I go, yeah, that looks like a movie I'd want to see, or no, that doesn't look like a movie I want to go see. So how do you base what movies you want to go see? All right, first featured listing today just hit the market. 284 MIGs N1 in Murfreesboro. It's a 2-bedroom, 2.5-bath condo. It's got all new flooring throughout. It has all new carpet, or all new paint. It's an end unit, very convenient to restaurants, very convenient to I-24 for a commute, very convenient back to Shelbyville if you want to go to Shelbyville, about 18 minutes to Shelbyville. So great location, great well-kept unit, nice, good-looking floors now, and end unit. So you kind of got a side yard, even though you really don't. But that just hit the market at $289,900. Excuse me, I can't stop yawning today during the BS show, the B-list S show. So that's the featured listing for me, Migs Drive. All right, great news this week. We've always talked about sports on the BS show, and today we finally get to talk about sports again. We're in that no man's land of no basketball, no hockey, no football. All we are is mid-season baseball, and I don't care if you're even a baseball fan, you don't like watching mid-season baseball. So all we've got to do, major news this week, if you're from Nashville, if you grew up watching the Cats, breaking news this week that Nashville is going to get one of the new AFL Arena League football teams. And you know I'll be there. I've had season tickets for Arena League, the whole second stint of the Cats, the Vipers, all of them. The Vipers, that's not whatever that Venom, not Vipers, Venom. So I'll be there with Arena Football. It's so fun. I mean, that's probably the most fun iteration of football that's out there. So I strongly suggest if you get a chance to go watch Arena Football when it comes back to Nashville or wherever you are, go watch Arena League football. The ball is live, so if it hits the net and comes off the net up by the uprights, they can return it for a touchdown. I mean, it's a cool thing. Be sure to keep up with the news of Arena League football and go see Arena League football when it makes its return. Fun stuff. All right, 803 Hillview in Nashville. It is a STR, short-term rental. It is already operating as a short-term rental, and it is very conveniently located near to downtown Nashville. So if you were looking for something to turn into an STR, or maybe you just want a little getaway in Nashville, this property was just reduced the price. It is $389.9, and it is fully furnished, ready to go. Like I said, turnkey STR. All right, let's see. I've already hit the question of the day. If you are a real estate agent and you're going, man, I don't know what I'm getting my money's worth at my current brokerage, or I am at 100% brokerage, I haven't done anything, I haven't learned anything, I don't really know where I am. If you're just completely lost, period, or if you're somebody who wants to get into the real estate business, give us a call. Let us tell you what we do a little bit different. Let us tell you how we can make your career a little bit better. We've got multiple agents that started somewhere else. They came here and they love it. And maybe we can be that same place for you. Just give us a call, 615-895-9710. All right. Are we finally to the news story you can't believe? It looks like it. All right, news story you can't believe today. Like I said, this one comes out of Florida. It's been a while since we've had a Florida question. Headline from the AP. Fuzzy invasion of domestic rabbits has a Florida suburb hopping into a hunt for new owners. And there's pictures of just rabbits everywhere. I mean, just rabbits everywhere. When Alicia Briggs steps outside her suburb Florida Fort Lauderdale home, Florida's latest invasive species comes a-hopping down the street. Lionhead rabbits. The bunnies, which sport an impressive flowing mane around their heads, want their food, Griggs carries, but she also represents the best chance of survival and moving where this domesticated breed belongs, inside homes away from cars, cats, and hawks. Florida heat and possibly government interventions. Exterminators, not interventions. Griggs is spearheading efforts to raise $20,000 to $40,000 it would cost to rescue a group of capture, neuter, vaccinate, shelter, and give the rabbits away. The estimated 60 to 100 lion heads now populating Buenos Aires, an 81-home community in Milton Manors. There's a East Coast rabbit rescue would likely lead the effort, and capturing, treating, and finding homes for them is not an easy process. Few veterinarians treat rabbits, and many prospective owners shy away when they find out how much work the animals require, Griggs agreed. People don't realize they're exotic pets and they're complicated. They have a complicated digestive system and they have to eat a specific diet. Griggs, a real estate agent, you can't just throw any table scrap at them. I guess we're now qualified to take care of rabbits. Milton Manors is giving Griggs and other supporters time to raise money and relocate the rabbits other than exterminate them, even though the city commission voted in April to do just that after receiving an $8,000 estimate from a trapping company. The vote came after some residents complained the lionheads dig holes, chew outdoor wiring, and leave droppings on the sidewalks and driveways. City commissioners also heard that rabbits could spread into neighboring communities and cities and become a traffic hazard if they ventured onto major streets. This is a interesting article. I mean, I guess these rabbits are a problem, which I could see that, but don't let your domesticated animals go. That's what the story of this one. There was a lady who was raising these rabbits, and she got evicted from her place. She just left the rabbits to run, and now they've taken over Fort Lauderdale suburb. Well, this has been the B-less S show. I'm Sean Wright. That would be Brad Fowler. And we will see you next week. If you're free this evening in Murfreesboro, Tennessee from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m., we will be at SportsCom celebrating Century 21 Wright Realty's 5th anniversary. You are welcome to come. We're going to have snow cones, have some door prizes, swimming, splash contest, all the fun stuff you would do as a kid at the pool.